to peak, and especially when you start to race for a bit more money. But a bit disappointing with his barrier draw, but I think he's got the speed to overcome it, and he should be a great chance.
Has he the class to overcome it?
I think he does, Joe. Yeah, I mean he's run a couple of nice races in town his last 2 starts, beaten not far by sort of better class horses. So I guess it's a bit of a dropping class for him, and if he can get across without working too hard, hopefully he'll be right in the finish.
Anything worth talking about later in the day?
I've got a couple more. I've got one other for Barb in the 7th, and then in the last I'm on Show Doll for John Morrissey. So, I mean, I've got 6 rides for the day. It's a nice day out.
It certainly is. Thanks for talking to us, Hugh.
Pleasure, Joe. All right.
Hugh Bowman, who rides Cut It Out in the upcoming Black Opal preview. Yes, and while he has a wide barrier, he is expected to prevail here with class and speed alone.
Well, we're going to need all the class and all the speed to get past some of these. I'm tipping you that much. Race 6 at Canberra. Finbar at 250. Here's the tote favourite, trained by Danny Williams. Let's take you there now.
And the others are big odds. Frontier, Mary Alma, Pip Monster. All eyes over there looking at the 1,000 metre start here. Now Frontier about to move along. That leaves Covet's Gem, Ben Manang and Pyramisa to move along. 3 to move in. Favourite on the tote, Finbar, ahead of Cut It Out and the Red Fern Lady. The Diabetes Australia ACT Reduce Your Risk Black Opal preview. One to move in here. Waiting on Ben Manang to move along. Ben Manang will be the last one to complete the line for the Diabetes Australia ACT Reduce Your Risk Black Opal preview. Favourite Finbar, second favourite Cut It Out. Now Ben Manang has led up. We'll have a start very shortly. First of the feature races. Ben Manang goes in, so they're under starters orders now. They're locked away for the Black Opal preview. 1,000 metres the journey. There's the light. Set. Racing in the Black Opal preview, Mary Alma slowly away with Redfern Lady. Phalanx didn't jump all that well. And Princess Gloria showing good speed leads, followed by Finbar. Then Covet's Gem, Sir Spider, further back to Cut It Out, antagonised, driving through. Further back behind those, Zakynthos Lodge, followed by Fisto down on the inside. Further back behind those, Ben Manang, followed by Mary Alma. Redfern Lady well back, so too is Phalanx, followed by Pip Monster. A long break, Frontier and Pyramisa last as they swing around the Aspect Computing home turn in the Black Opal preview, and Princess Gloria down on the inside, joined by Finbar. Lurking behind those, Cut It Out, Switched Out is running on, followed further back to antagonise, followed then by Covet's Gem, and further back behind those, Fisto. Princess Gloria leads as they race down towards the 200. Finbar on the outside is trying hard, then Cut It Out running third, followed further back then Fisto, but now Finbar, the favourite, race to the lead, and Finbar races away. A very, very good galloper. Finbar wins the preview. Now Princess Gloria got second, now close for third. A 3-way go. We had Fisto, Cut It Out, Redfern Lady all in a group there, followed then by Phalanx, Pyramisa, Ben Manang, then Pip Monster, followed by Zakynthos Lodge. Further back to Frontier, antagonised, Covet's Gem, Sir Spider, and one of the last to cross the line, Mary Alma. Number 3, Finbar, Matthew Carl, and that's 4 wins today to Matthew Carl. Number 3, Finbar, taking out the Black Opal preview, trained at Goulburn by Danny Williams, owned by A.M. Cardi and M.D. Wiener. A 2-year-old brown gelding by Just Awesome out of Lots of Style. Number 12 is second, Princess Gloria, a good run. Jamie Whitney for trainer Miffy Ray. Princess Gloria by Honour and Glory out of Princess Fire. And third goes to number 2, Cut It Out. Cut It Out, ridden by Hugh Bowman for trainer Barbara Joseph. But the winner, Clear Cut Finbar, raced by A.M. Cardi and M.D. Wiener. 4 wins to Matthew Carl, Danny Williams the trainer, and Finbar by Just Awesome out of Lots of Style. Second, number 12, Princess Gloria, is by Honour and Glory out of Princess Fire. Miffy Ray the trainer, Jamie Whitney, and third goes to number 2, Cut It Out by Snippets out of Sons of Verdi, Barbara Joseph, Hugh Bowman. Now the winner scored by 2 3/4 lengths. 2 3/4 lengths, an easy win to Finbar in the year 2001. Black Opal preview sponsored by Diabetes Australia ACT. Reduce your risk. 57.98 was the time. 57.98, just outside the class record. The class record is 57.70. 2 3/4 by a neck, the margins. 2 3/4 by a neck. 34.69 was the sectional. 34.69. 57.98, a good win to Finbar, trained at Goulburn by Danny Williams and ridden by M.A. Carl. 4 wins out of 6 races. 2 3/4 a short neck, the margins. The numbers 3, 12, 2 and 5. 5 was 4th.
Now looking at
This new Canberra Guineas Prelude. An open race. Fuel is the favourite on the tote. Splendifico stands up. Etoile Bleu. Fuel drawn well. Just waiting on that light there, set. This is the Guineas Prelude. Lights on. Starter holding them. Set. They're off. Dr. Freeze went back to the tail of the field, and Guineas didn't jump all that well, nor did Bannister Head, and Fuel down on the inside as the early leader from Silver Lady Marwina Road. In behind those, Holy Powers, Dharma Lady, Etoile Blur, over goes up. In behind those then, getting back in the field, behind those then, Splendifico, followed further back then, came Bump and Run, working between horses, and getting well back in the field was Dr. Freeze and Driven and Bannister Head, and Puketla Winners about third last. As they settle fully down and leave the back and race down the side, Marwina Road is the leader. A length and a half in front, Silver Lady runs to second, followed by Choctaw Express. In behind those, Dharma Lady fourth. Back on the inside then, Holy Powers, followed by Over, then Bump and Run out 3 wide. Further back behind those, Fuel on the inside, who'll be looking for a run shortly. Then Puketla Win starting a run, followed by Etoile Blur. Splendifico de Nest as well back, followed then by Bannister Head. Dr. Freeze is second last and Driven as last as they race around the Aspect Computing home turn. Racing down the straight now, and Marwina Road taken on by Silver Lady on the outside. Fuel down on the insides running on. Switched out, Dharma Lady's putting in a run, followed by Puketla Win, who's starting a run down the outside. But in the meantime, Silver Lady race to the lead, battling away. Fuel down on the inside and Puketla Win out wide. It's Silver Lady the leader. Fuel tries hard, but Silver Lady wins. Close for second. Puketla Win or Fuel, followed then by Splendifico, Dharma Lady, Dr. Freeze, Etoile Blur. Then De Nest, followed further back in the field, Holy Powers. The next one across the line, Bump and Run, Driven, followed by Bannister Head, then Choctaw Express, and pulling up very quickly were Marwina Road and Oba. Stand by. Standing by for the numbers. Following the running of the Guineas Prelude. The time for the race, 1:23.18, number 15, Silver Lady, trained by B.M. Joseph and ridden by J for Johnny Scots. Number 5 is second, that is Puketla Win, ridden by Matthew Carl. And third, number 2, Fuel, was given every possible chance by Brent Stanley and ridden by Brian Culligan. So the numbers are 15, 5 and 2, and that's a winning double to Johnny Scots. Paid huge odds on the tote. 15, Silver Lady, by Canadian Silver out of My Bonnie Lass, raced by R.G. Logan, R.E. Kerry, Dr. P.N. Basser, E.R. and D.J. Eason, and Miss H. Renfew in partnership. Trained by Barbara Joseph, John Scourse. Second, number 5, Puketla Win, tried hard by Coronation Day out of Bass Blur, Peter Staunton, Matthew Carl, and Fuel third by Voodoo Rhythm out of Gold Ranch, Brian Culligan, Brent Stanley. 15, 5 and 2 on the first 4. Number 16, Splendifico, also trained by Barbara Joseph. So the first 4, 15, 5, 2 and 16. Now the time for the race, 1:23.18. 1:23.18 was the time. Sectional 35.42, 35.42. So the numbers on the Prelude, 15, 5, 2 and 16, and the winner, Silver Lady, at huge odds. A length and a half by a short head, the margins. A length and a half by a short head. The Bolter winning the Prelude. A winning double to Johnny Scourse. Here's Silver Lady returning down to the enclosure. More in a moment.
Well, there you go. John Scourse there on board that big price winner at 62.70 and 11.70. Puketla Win and Fuel there on race number 7 from Canberra. That horse coming back there, Johnny Score's pretty happy with himself. Silver Lady there, number 15, trained by Barbara Joseph. And, well, I don't know whether we gave it much chance before the race. It was a Goulburn maiden winner, stepping up to a Prelude Class 6. OK, race 9 at Ararat.
The lights on, they're set for the last. And away they go. Opal didn't jump all that well, and Forever Blushing back at the tail, and Gallic Storm's back there too, and Blazer down on the inside got away well. Fashion News prominent with Alizari, Showdoll, Camarina, then Valley Warrior followed by Mountain Time, Marjanui Medicine, Chosen Warrior back along the inside followed by Lady Ali, a further break Supreme Butterfly, Gallic Storm, Forever Blushing, at a length then Opal at the tail of the field as they race down the side. 700 out, Blazer leads a length in front of Fashion News, a neck off third, Showdoll on the outside, Alizari fourth. Back behind those, Camarina down on the inside, followed by Valley Warrior. Marjanui going up 3 wide, followed by Mountain Time. Medicine, Supreme Butterfly, well back behind those on the turn, Chosen Warrior. But around the aspect, Computing Home turn into the straight in the last, and Blazer the lead at the top of the straight, kicked away slightly, running on fairly well, Fashion News, Showdoll, and Marjanui is coming quickly, and Alizari closer down towards the inside, and Camarina giving the leaders a big start. Halfway down the straight, Blazer taken on by Marjanui. Marjanui raced to the lead, trying hard as Camarina on the outside, and Medicine running on, but Marjanui's a mile too good. Getting home late, Medicine, but Marjanui. 5 winners to Matthew Carl. Marjanui first. Now second goes to Medicine. I think Camarina third, just in front of Alizari and Lady Ali. In behind those, Showdoll, Chosen Warrior, Blazer. In behind those, Fashion News pulling up quickly. Gallic Storm, Valley Warrior. Further back then, Mountain Time, then Forever Blushing, and Noble Allen, Supreme Butterfly back towards the tail. Stand by. Marjanui, Matthew Carl taking home the last, and that is 5 wins out of 8 races. Number 3, Marjanui, a vastly improved galloper, trained at Canberra by Ken Parsons. Ken Parsons has done a marvellous job with Marjanui, raced by some local people around this part of the world, C.T. Merriman, Mrs. D.E. Boyd and Mrs. P.R. Merriman in partnership. A 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Marja Head out of Murrinui, and ridden to perfection by Matthew Carl. Number 10 is second, Medicine ran on late. Brad Stewart for Barbara Joseph. And third goes to number 1, Camarina, ridden by Justin Sheehan for John Morrissey. So in the last, the numbers are 3, 10, 1,